What is up, everybody? Today I'm doing a part 2 on my OBS tutorial, and if you haven't seen the first one, make sure you go check it out now, because what's in that video will kind of correlate with what's on this video. So this is just more of an in-depth look on how maybe OBS works and some tips that I like to use. So as we talked in the first video, I didn't get too much into it, but you have these scenes. So what you have right here, you got your scenes. Now I don't mess with this around, so I stay on scene 1. So say now in the scene you have all your sources. So the sources could be your overlays, they could be your game, they could be your text, whatever you're gonna use in the stream. So say I got this cool grand overlay that I use. So I just made this, and I can edit this and kind of do what I want with it, make it bigger, make it smaller, kind of how I want it for the recording. So now I'm just moving it around, seeing how I like it, and I'm going to give some really in-depth information, so make sure you stay for the whole thing. So say you got these scenes. Now in these scenes you can pretty much put in there whatever you want. All you have to do is right click on a free space, then you get this add. Then once you lay over that, you get all these options. Now in these options, all these different things, I don't use probably half of them, but some of them are very handy. So you have your window capture. Now if I go into that, let's make that, you can pick a window that you want. So I don't have anything up right now, but you can pick a window, whatever is in here, and it'll just record that. So I'm not going to do it. But, so say, okay, it didn't make it. So let's add. Then you got your monitor capture. This is what I use to record pretty much everything I do. That's what my desktop is here. I go to properties. I have it on set to monitor 2, and then you do the screen region. I demonstrated that in my first video. Then I use that for pretty much my main recording, space. Then you got your image. That's where you put your overlays. So I have an example here. So let's do Twitter. So I just got this new Twitter birdie. Put them right there. So I got that, and then I got my YouTube overlay right there. And those are how those work. And you can move them around, make them as big as you want. And I will make a video on how I do my overlays. I've had some help from a couple of my friends who kind of gave me some tips on it, so I'll make a video just for that, but I'll tell you a little how to do it now. So let's take these away, even though they're nice advertising. So when you have those, you can pretty much do a lot with like streaming and stuff. For my speed arts, I was thinking of just making overlays for those because they're not very long videos, but I can still put stuff in it that would be nice advertising. So you got to think of that. So like say you're doing a 20-minute like Minecraft LP, you don't want to have your Twitter handle on there the whole time. That can get distracting. So, be thoughtful of how you want to do it. So image slideshow, I don't use this very much. Actually I don't use it. That's just if you want all your links or your Twitter handle, then go to your YouTube, then go to your Instagram, that kind of stuff. I don't think that's very useful, but you can still use it. Global source, I don't use this very much. So say we got Minecraft, it just sets up another window to record in, so I don't hardly use that much. Let's go back in here. No, you have to make sure you have a free space. So okay, so now you got your text. Now I find this really handy. So you can choose your font, your size, and then you put whatever you want in here. So say say I'm streaming and I will will be back later. Okay, so say you have that. Then you can move this around and say you're just you gotta go get a drink. I do this all the time. So say you do that. Say you take away the desktop and you just have a black screen. So you just do that, and so your audience knows, oh, he's coming back. So you can do that. Then if we go back, you have your video capture device. I don't use this. I haven't really experimented with this very much, but you can pretty much do, I believe, like webcam stuff like that if you want to do a little more like tweaking with that. So I don't use it. Then we have the game capture. Now I tried this out with Minecraft, so I have one right here. I think I might have deleted it, but what it is, it's just another window to record on. So if we do that, and again, you can choose what you want to open. So I have all this in here. I do Minecraft, then you hit OK, and it only records Minecraft. So say you're not bringing extra windows up. So say like I bring Minecraft up here and I have it like halfway down. So you're not messing around with that. It's always going to record Minecraft, and that might be nice if you only have one screen. Like I have two, so I don't really need to use that. But say you only want to record Minecraft and you don't want to get all messed up with two different screens, and it might get all messed up. So you just don't want to mess around with that, and that could be really handy too. So we pretty much went through all the different scenes you can go through. Now it's kind of just experimenting on your own. There isn't really anything I could tell you that could make these better, because you kind of have to figure out how you want to use them, but I want to show you how I use them, and maybe it'll help you. So once you got that, you can mess around how you want them. So say I got let's put up my grand overlay, then I got my YouTube, my Twitters, and we can move them around. Let's do this, and maybe I got my webcam maybe in the bottom right, and you can do your overlay however you want. I'll make a video on how I do that, but so you can do your overlay. I just did mine really fast just so maybe I can have it for my next stream and for this tutorial, so you get to see it. So what I got here, for your overlay, you kind of have to have something that advertises you, and not in like a forcing way. So just for my speed arts, if you do those, or you do short video advertising, whatever, the overlay is nice, and maybe put like maybe a link on the video to your Twitter, maybe to your Instagram, stuff like that. So it can just be helpful in that kind of way. So let's take those down. Now I want to go into more of like how I record and microphone, stuff like that. So if we go in here, let's go video. So these are more like the really in-depth things. So say you got your screen resolution, and Tops to Gear helped me kind of figure out mine, but what you do to figure out your screen resolution, if you go to your desktop, you right click, then you go to screen resolution, it will show you what your screen resolution is just off the bat. So you got this recommended thing. I had a hard time figuring out what this was. Whatever is here pretty much first, unless you've changed it, but 1366 by 768 is my highest, so you just go with that. Pretty much whatever is there and whatever you have been using, that's the number that you put in the custom. I don't really use the monitor thing. I actually figured out how to change like how big the screen is, and Tops to Gear helped me out with that too. So now we got the audio, and this you don't really have to do very much with. Maybe if you're streaming it might come in handy, but okay, so you choose your microphone. I have a blue snowball. Push to talk, I don't use all that. The only thing that I really like on this is the mic audio boost, or the mic auxiliary boost, whatever you want to call it. This really helps me because I have a super deep voice. I don't know if you can tell. And since I've been trying to record more like streaming, because my speed arts, I just do like a minute 30 of talking, and I'm not the best intro person or outro person, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. But this helps me because if I'm just, say, at a place where maybe I want to be quiet, so like when I'm at home, I have my own room and the sound's perfect. I just close my door, and like the whole room is pretty much wood, so I get like zero echo. So right now I have my door open and there's like a little noise, but when say like I'm at a place but other people are talking and I don't have to go in that place, I just turn this boost up, and then I can pretty much be super close to the microphone, and my microphone has like no background noise, so it's like totally perfect. So you can do this mic offset, and that when you do that, that just puts the sound like it delays it from the video, so I wouldn't mess around with that. But just the mic boost, I keep it at 5 just because my voice is deep and you might have a hard time hearing it. But I'm probably like a little under a foot away from my microphone, and since I've been recording more, I'm getting more used to it, so that's kind of nice. Now when we go into the advanced, I don't mess around with this at all because this can get really confusing. So you got your general priority class. I'd set that to normal. Keep all these to probably the default. See the CPU preset. It kind of depends like how much you can handle. So I keep mine at very fast, but I have an Asus and it has like 8 gigs of RAM, and I'd say it's more of a gaming computer. So I keep mine at very fast. Anything higher might be a little too much, and anything lower might be a little too low. So I'd keep it at faster, very fast, or super fast. So I keep mine at right in the middle. This encoding profile, I keep it at main. Keyframe interval, I keep this at 2 all the time just because when I stream it makes me put it at 2, and if you don't, the stream like gets all messed up. So I keep that at 2 all the time, and when I'm recording, that doesn't affect it at all. So all of this I think should be default when you go in there, but if you want to stop the screen and look at this, you can do that too. So that's pretty much all of it. The only other thing, this microphone noise gate, this is just kind of to see how your microphone works. So I hardly go in here, so yeah, that's all that. And remind me, I will make a video on how I make my overlays and how you can probably make your own, and if you want yours done, I'd be happy to do it if you're streaming or whatever you need it for. The only other things that I'd say is if you want to record like at a good like sound or just screen recording, I'd say you gotta have a good computer. If you want to stream, I'd say you need good internet. I probably have like mediocre internet. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I wouldn't say it's not. I wouldn't say it's bad. Let's say that. So it's kind of in the middle. And I'd say you need a good microphone. If you're just using a microphone from like a headset you got and it's really bad, I'd say you could still use it, but it's not good. And I used to be using that, and I made a couple videos, and I thought I just had to get a hold of myself because I'm like, I don't want to put these out. They sound really bad. So I got this blue snowball, and I'm gonna make a review on it, but it is pretty much amazing. It has a stand, and it's like kind of good size. It's kind of like the downgrade from the Yeti, if you've seen that. But I'd say the Yeti might be a little better, but the blue snowball is probably the best you can get at the cheapest price. It's probably like 60 to 70 bucks, maybe a little higher depending on sales and stuff like that. So I'd say you need a good microphone, good computer if you want to like really get into recording, and good internet if you want to stream. So those are kind of those 3 things. Kind of the last couple things with recording, you kind of have to have your own technique. Like I've tested different things on how I want to record stuff and how I want to go at it and how I do my speed arts. I'll maybe talk a little about that later, but I pretty much just mute like the sound and my microphone, and then I just record the screen, and then I put it into Windows Movie Maker and speed it up 16 times, and then I record my voice, and then it sounds awesome, and it's totally cool, and I add some music to it, and it's just super easy. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the in-depth. I think there is one more thing, the encoding. I just remembered. So this Top Secret helped me with this. I keep this at 3200 for when I record, like just how I'm recording now. But when I stream, this is kind of where it gets tricky. So when I stream, I took it down to, let's put 800. Then the stream would crash maybe every 10-15 minutes, let's say that. Then I took it down 50, and that was kind of just a test. I think I was streaming for like 2 or 3 hours, and I kept taking it down like 50, maybe 100 sometimes, and I think I got it down to 500. And that's just, internet and how much you can record. But when you take it down, you're not losing anything. It's just how much your internet can handle, and the streams look still pretty slick, so you're not losing anything. I'll just say that. So I'd say definitely look at that when you're going into streaming, but when you're going into just recording an LP or tutorials or whatever, you just want to keep this pretty much at 3,000, maybe to 2,500, stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, subscribe. Please tell me what you think of these tutorials. I'd love to do more of them, maybe on other programs. I think I'd put more on my gaming channel just because my graphic design I'm trying to keep more professional. But tell me what you guys want. I'll do what you guys want. As long as you guys think it's totally useful and entertaining, I'll do whatever you want. If there are other recording programs or streaming programs that you use and they work for you, I'd send me the link for them. I've tried pretty much all of the streaming and recording programs that are out there that are free, but they all seem to fail, and OBS is the only one that comes out strong and works. So yeah, that's kind of my thought about it. But yeah, tell me what you think. Check out my gaming channel. I've been putting a lot of episodes out on that. Please check those out. And I just made my new website. Go check those out. I'll probably have more of my schedule and my artwork that I've done on there. So if you really need my streaming schedule, what I do on Twitter, stuff like that in my bio, my contact, all that stuff is on my website, so you can get me super easy. If you need your logo done, stuff like that, just go to my website. It's going to be all there. It's still a little in construction, but it'll kind of always be like that, so make sure you check that out. I'll have that in the link, and I will be making a tutorial on how to make overlays pretty soon. That'll maybe be out in 3 or 4 days. I'm going to be streaming a lot, so check all those out, and yeah, thanks for watching. See ya!